music and stuff too?
Not the lives, you know. Like I literally do like a little encouragement type segment, I guess you would say. Like when I come on and talk, it's positive encouragement.
Mm-hmm.
I guess inspiration. You know how I talk. You know, same. You know,
You gotta shake that big old ass. You know, more people don't play.
girl. I don't know nobody devil money. Yeah, I be saying I'm gonna get an OnlyFans and read the Bible in my pants.
Mm-hmm. You can sell your toys on it.
Yeah, these things need some work.
This one lady said she earned over $1 million just from toy pictures.
Hey, it's somebody out here that like all types of craziness.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say you probably think something sounds stupid or crazy, but
It's a website where some men be paying like $20,000 and $30,000 just for a woman's dirty panties.
that's disgusting.
Yeah.
I feel immoral.
You got it's like, and them men be knowing if you're not wearing them for a couple of days and stuff. Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if you like wear them for a little while and put them back on.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. Hey Gary.
Again,
Wear them for a little while, put them back on.
that's exactly what
But
I would
everybody
do.
ain't got no dirty crack things.
Mm-hmm.
Wear my clean underwear all day, and then like when I get home from off for I
I put these back on, sit down at the computer and do something. Put these on, take them off.
or have a whole bunch of pairs.
Yeah.
The same pair.
For
You
real.
gotta be around that.
There's some weirdos out here for real.
This is Stacy, one of my first clients ever in Charleston. We've had our ups and downs, but I ain't stopped loving her. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right, because I always come back around.
I feel like Stacy again.
I sure was, because I'm a crab.
Ain't nothing I can do about that. See her when you get back. That's what happens when you do here for so long, when you know your people and they your people.
Mm-hmm.
I know I can make everybody happy, so I'm gonna piss somebody off sometime.
Mm-hmm.
It's not intentional, it just happens.
I know they'll be I'm like, Stacy. I'll see her later.
It just happens. I can't predict what's gonna piss you off. I'm just certain that I'm gonna piss you off one time or another. Sometime or another. That's why I don't want to get too crazy about stuff like that, because everybody has bad days, bad moments, bad seasons. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can even have them. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody to show grace to me.
Yes, thank you for your grace.
I be telling them all the time, I be really trying to be your friend. Like, all of us can be an a-hole, but I think it takes a little bit more care and work to be a good. Well, I don't think it's hard to be a good person, but some people just absolutely choose to be hellions and.
Some people are just bad people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And they don't try. Like when I know I've been a bad person, or I know like maybe I didn't have to go off on it. Sometimes I check myself and I'm like, maybe I didn't have to say that, maybe I didn't. But it took me going to therapy and growing.
Mm-hmm. And therapy is good. Like, I'm gonna get me wrong when I get to it.
I think everybody needs therapy. I especially think men need to stop going to therapy at the age of 10.
He's like 10.
10 years old, men need to start going to therapy.
Well, you know, it's like a taboo in the black community. Well, it was. You know what I'm saying? It's getting more popular now to do, especially since, like, a lot of churches advocate for it. Like, back then, it was like, you just need Jesus, pray.
Pray about it. That's all they like saying. Pray.
My pastor be like, I got a therapist, and I got him online at this place. You know,
ain't nothing wrong with talking.
When we had our church split, they did like these segments called, I forgot what the segments were called, but Healing Conversations, something like that. Mm-hmm. And every week we would have like a Zoom meeting where we would come together as the leaders in the church or whatever, and just kind of process through. It was like COVID going on, so people were dealing with a lot.
Yeah.
So on top of that, we got to now switch into a new something new, as far as church and everything, because we are not with the church we were with. And, some people have started coming to the church in Charlotte because it was closer and they wanted to be a part of that. So it's like, that's a tough thing to think there's a lot of people that be like, I'm never going to church again. So when you find one that you feel is like right, that can be a blow, because some people do enjoy the fellowship,
I like fellowship, but it's like I can never find a church that like I really get invested in and love. It's like,
and it's like you really have to. Unfortunately, we have to shop.
Yeah, you have to shop around for a good church, and it is so crazy. Like,
because most of them are acting like normal people now.
I just seen something on the internet, and it's one of these very popular pastors. He's a younger black man, and they were talking about it on some platform. And I was just like, I don't even need to watch it because I know that God did not send him to be anybody's pastor. He's just up here talking about his pastor. He literally Hulk spit in his hand and rubbed it on his man face, talking about the anointing and all kind of stuff.
Talking about Michael Todd.
Yes, I would have beat Michael Todd behind in the church. Because ain't no way God told you the Hulk spit mucus about your body and rub it on my face. You must be crazy.
He's having a conference right now.
Yeah, okay. He's sending his flock to hell too.
Stacy, hey, this is no holds barred Stacy. She don't give a damn. Okay?
That look, he is not leading that flock to Christ and salvation. I don't know where he's leading them at, but they need to stop following him.
I don't know. I tend to believe that even though I said the gifts, I don't know. I can't really say. I ain't gonna even use that scripture for him because I have my own opinion. I think it was disgusting what he did.
It's just beyond disgusting.
I do believe in sometimes something that someone, he can use anybody at any time. So I believe that he serves a purpose. But at the end of the day, he's gonna answer for anything that ain't right. And once people come into the knowledge of what is wrong or maybe wrong, then it's up to them, because then after that they're responsible. But like I do not listen to TD Jakes at all.
You don't?
No.
I like TD. TD be having a good little word up there. When he start that sweating, oh
I
yeah.
can hear something and get something from it.
Yeah.
I would never go into his church or anything like that, but that's my preference,
I like it used to be this man on TV. His name used to be Rod Parsley. My granny used to listen
Rod
to him.
Parsley is the boy.
I like Rod Parsley.
Oh, I forgot to turn my radio off. Y'all. Folks calling.
But I like Rod Parsley. I like to listen to Creflo Dollar, like when he do his Bible studies, and Creflo Dollar brings a good word. TD Jakes brings a good word to me, and I listen to it because sometimes he really brings like a message, and it might be that day I wake up in the morning with something on my mind or on my heart.
Some people are great motivation.
And yeah, I don't listen to his daughter. I don't know. I cannot get into her, and it's the because when the Lord come and tell you, let me tell you, like she just don't. Something about her don't move my spirit when I'm listening to her. She looks good. Her glam team is the bomb, but
that's why we split off.
She
tried to turn it into a moment for us. No, baby, that was for you. So too much into that glam. Get up here and say the word.
Say the word. Like she is really deep into glam, but I don't know. I know people always be like, God can use you. God uses people in different ways. I think a lot of these new pastors now too are ordaining themselves to be pastors. It ain't God keep leading you to that and stuff. Like this one girl, money, and this one girl that I know from where I live at, she was like, God keep leading her to do hair.
Do she know how to do hair?
Hell no. She don't know how to do no hair. Them people hair who she done did look atrocious. And I say, God did not lead that girl to that. She woke up that morning and said, I'm going to start doing hair and weaves because she see people make money off of that. Girl, that's not your talent. God did not lead you to that, so stop lying.
Gary says, allow the word of God to find you. She is who is the word? She is the church. Who? God? Oh, you are the church.
Yeah, the church is in you.
She is the church because God dwells in us, his spirit. She needs to use whoever reads her as a doctor because God is the physician. Yeah, and that's exactly that's what we really just saying. Like,
that's true. God is in your heart. The church is in you. But we go to church to get to fellowship, and you should fellowship with like-minded people and saints and stuff like that. Encouragement and stuff, and it feels good. Like
sometimes
I love
you need that lift.
Yeah, I love good praise and worship.
But you gotta go home and study for yourself, because some of them be up there talking about reading from John 37, and then they whole scripture. I mean, that whole message don't have nothing to do with the scripture. Study to show thyself approval. Mm-hmm. That's what the Bible say. You should always, and that's why I like Bible study, because you can always study the word and find out things. But I don't like people who use different scriptures to reference things in their life, but you ain't read the whole scripture or the whole verse and stuff. You just like me and Ben. He'd be like, God said a woman should be quiet. God said a woman should submit. I say he also says the husband should submit to his wife too. Why you
so
stop?
I don't. Why you stopped at that part? Like,
they be stopping for real. That's how they get us though, because we don't read ourselves. They tell us that. You want to have it from a black person. Put it in the book. Like somebody was up there talking about charity. God be speaking about charity all the time in the Bible. You should be giving. You should. I say charity in the Bible references to love. What are you talking about? But that's because that's what the church teach people.
I'm like, what is wrong, y'all?
Some of the churches be teaching people that
you got to give 10% of your earnings. That was in the Old Testament. Jesus died for our sins for the New Testament, that we don't have to reference to the Old Testament, because we were still living.
I don't tithe because I'm gonna be cursed if I don't. I tithe because I know I get the return on. You know what I mean?
It's giving from your heart. Yeah, God said, "Give what you can from your heart."
Like now, let's go and say this: when I give, it's my tithe, no matter what. I'm not about to sit there and be like, okay, I made $1,000 a week. Here's $100. I just tithe. Sometimes I might tithe $5. That might be all I got. Sometimes it might be 20%. Sometimes it might be 70%. But I don't never call it anything else, because I'm like, surely the other 9% that came in me being kind, act of service.
Acts of service or different things, to just showing kindness and being service to other people. Like in the world, service could be just opening the door for somebody and speaking to someone. Hello, how you doing today? Like it's just that. I
tithe big time. Every time I take about $5 off people's head, and they don't even know it.
But it's like, that's what I be trying to tell
things people. Be like manipulation.
It is. That's why nobody can scare me about the Bible and about God, because I know who He is. I know His word. I know it in my heart, and I wear it around my heart, in my heart, and everything like that. And I always try to go about my day to be kind to people, to be nice. Not saying that I can't backslide and cuss somebody out sometimes, but I be trying to.
That's just what you want to do.
I just be refraining from that, or whatever. But that's why I say, people, y'all got to distinguish the Old Testament from the New Testament, because if we were still living in the Old Testament, God would have been finished with y'all.
I'll be dead.
Then
I was telling them one day, I said, I used to listen to the Bible when I was in my sleep, and like if I had these, every single time I woke up, God was killing people.
He did not play.
I'm like, hey, why every time I wake up the ground cracking open or some fire coming in? I'm like, And then that morning I was just thinking about it. I said, everybody else was talking about, the devil took him too soon. But then I was like, man, the Bible clearly says God is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. New Testament, Old Testament, or not. He's the same. So, y'all better not think He won't come and get you. Like, you know what? You ain't gonna get it right. Come on, Stacey.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like that's why He give us mercy and grace. And people, yeah. Oh yeah.
I do not personally myself. My thoughts are: is there hell? Yes. Do He want to send us there? No. And I think some people actually get that amount of grace where they be like, oh gosh, she's not coming. I just don't want her. Let me take her. That's how I think of a father's heart. I could be wrong, but that's just what I think. I don't think just like people who think going to heaven ain't. I might not. Shoot, for I don't know. I'll be trying my hardest.
I'm getting in the door. I'm getting in the gates.
I ain't gonna say I might not. I am, but what I'm saying is, it's easy to think you're safe. That's my point.
Yeah, a lot of people be thinking that they safe and they not. That's why He said those who think they first will be last.
Be like, I did this and I did that. Don't care, because you still got a dirty heart. You didn't forgive that person. Yeah,
you didn't forgive.
You got too much pride. And those are the things that will have you jacked up in the end. You did everything so perfect, but you never forgave Uncle Tommy.
Yep.
He did something else, but you didn't forgive him.
You ain't forgive them.
That forgiveness is for you. If you got it in your heart and Uncle Tommy done repented, you be sitting here watching him go through the gate. You still hate him.
Yeah.
That's why you ain't walking behind him. That's a doozy to have to.
Forgiveness. I used to be mad at myself because I was such a forgiving person, but then
Forgiving wrong.
I also like that about myself. But I know that I can forgive you. But that doesn't mean that I have to be your friend. I don't have to sit and smile in your face, because that's what God also gives me discernment for.
Just release yourself from
that
burden you're carrying from whatever hurt they did to you. You ain't got jack to do with them. Like,
I'm not gonna carry. Like, I remember when my dad died, right? And like, my dad was never a part of my life. And so, like, I remember seeing my dad probably just a few times, but he was never there, never did anything for me. When my mom died, never called, seen about me or anything like that. So when he was in the hospital, he was about to die, my sister on my dad's side kept calling us. Oh, he in the hospital, he asked for you. And I was just like, straight up, you can stop calling me because I'm not coming. I was like, I don't even have nothing to say to him. What am I saying to him? It's like, I didn't even have a feeling for him, even when they said, oh, Stacey, your dad passed away. It was like, I can't even cry what I'm crying about. But as I got older, I had to pray and forgive him for being absent in my life and neglecting me. Like, I was
just literally had this conversation about losing our parent, because I was in a space last night, and I was about to just record a video, like, and then upload it to YouTube. But something just said go live, so I went live and just started, talking, and I was just talking about, when you lose parents, how it feels, and nobody really knows, and there's so many people out here that have parents and are effing off through life. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you got time, and some of us have run out of time with our parents, and it will be hurtful if you wake up tomorrow after going heads up with somebody for 3 years straight, only for your mom to pass away and you was online when it happened, or something crazy like that. It happens just like that. And I'd be like, man, some people just take for granted that little, it's not a little thing, but it's that.
That'd be a big thing to me,
until it happened to you.
Yeah.
Like, people be out here talking about people's parents that's dead and all types of stuff. And I'm like, I can't imagine being such a hateful person,
to talk about somebody's parent that passed away and stuff. Yeah.
I don't care how much I don't like you. I would never, because I'm scared of God, And and I was just saying at the end, like, we are called to honor our mother and father. And it doesn't say if they were there, if they were good, if they did something for us, you honor them, because God might not have wanted you to get raised by him. Maybe your life would have been so much worse had he been in your life. And maybe he just put you with who raised you and brought you up right. He put you in a better position, but he needed that man's DNA to make Stacey. Because whatever Stacey got to do needed something in that man's bloodline. I just think that if, a lot of people hold a lot of anger and bitterness towards their parents, but sometimes God put them in the best position, even if it wasn't with their birth parent, Some of us don't get put into, I guess, a good situation, but at the end of the day, if you're still here, even if your situation was bad, it could always been worse with that parent, And I just, like, I be telling little kids that all the time, and they be acting up in their mother. I said, if you don't honor your mother, you ain't gonna live long. Like, they be like, for real? Yep. That's what God said. I tell them, because there was a young lady at the gas station the other day. She was just like talking. She just started saying, like, I said something about rehab because I was buying some switches, and she was like, shoot, I'll be feeling like I need to go to rehab. Well, maybe if my dad goes. And she just went into this rant about her father, and I was like, well, one thing I know is that's still your dad. She was like, yeah, I still love him. I said, and you should. So make sure you don't ever dishonor him. Yeah. And she was like, I won't. And I'm like, I don't know. Like I said, life is hard enough. Then when you got to go through, like, here I am going through all these different changes and stuff, about to kick some ASS in another state. And I can't share with my parents. So I think that's the space I was in last night, because I can't call and get them an update on what's going on. And I just got frustrated, because I'm like, people that got parents don't even act like they care. You know what I mean?
Call them. That's what I said. I wish my mama was alive. I'd be calling my mama every day. I'd be with my mama.
Right.
I ain't had that since I was a little girl.
We gotta
To
live
have
off of
mother.
memories now, and some of us don't even have memories, depending on how old you was when they passed. You know, I was blessed to get 47 years. Did I want my parents to see me turn 50? Heck yeah.
I got 10 years of my mama, and that was it.
My daddy would have been like, yeah, I got a 50-year-old and a 47-year-old. I can hear him, you know.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know.
Life wasn't fair, but it happened.
You know, I just believe that, you know, mom, the time she was here, she served her purpose. Because I do believe they say when we go, we've done everything we're supposed to do. It might not seem like it to us, but we don't know everybody's journey. We don't know everybody's journey. It's sad as heck, but
My hair looking happy.
it's just things. I'm looking down at it like,
Mhm.
I'm hungry. I don't know what I want.
I could eat. I know sometimes I'm like, I'm 38 years old. I was telling this to my therapist. I say, is it, well, this when I was 37. No, I was like, is it crazy that I'm still 37 and sometimes I agree my mom? She was like, no.
And that girl, I'm telling you, I'm gonna give you the link to that video. You'll be tripping because we were talking about all that at 3-something this morning. I literally was talking about, you know, the grieving process, how it's forever, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's
She was
forever.
like,
It'd be easy some days and it'd be hard some days, but especially because you probably don't even remember that maternal connection. So
some of it I do, and
Yeah.
then some things I don't.
and that's a blessing to be 10 and not, and remember anything.
Mm-hmm. And so it's just like, I'd be like,
I think it's
dang.
something that you probably always will long for, you know.
I think that's what my issue was, and that's what I was talking with my therapist. I say my issue is that I've always longed for to have a mom and have that. And I say, then I've tried to establish that with my grandmother, but it's not really there or whatever. And
But
I
now
say,
you put it into your children.
That's what I
Everything
say.
you needed, you know what I mean?
yeah, I pour it all into my kids like all the time, and I'd be like praying. I'd be like, Lord, please don't let me leave my children while they're so young, because
I was
that's
saying that like last night. I said my kid's grown. My daughter about to get promoted on her job again. She's getting she's getting a salary job at
that's good.
Walmart. She started off with the cakes. Now she in automotive. She's like over the automotive department.
Oh, that's good.
She has this friend that's like a higher up, and every time a position comes, she offers it to her first. So now she's offered her like a coach. It's like she'll be the leader over the leaders.
Oh, that's really
And,
good.
So basically, she'll be delegating and doing the teamwork and stuff over what she's doing over maybe 3 departments, but it's a salary paying job.
That's good.
And she was saying she didn't know she should take it, and I was telling her a story about when we want to have more and get more, we have to put ourselves in a position for more. Like we'll say enlarge my territory, but then stay in the same small space. So if you want your territory enlarged, you got to go into larger territory. You don't just stretch out the little space you're in. Like, step out. You say you want it, go get it. I'm like, you better take that job, ma'am. She's like, she was questioning if she ready. I said, you've been through everything that you're going to be doing because you had a coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know the job. You're fine. Do it. If you don't know, you'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she knows. Or the lady when it came to her, yeah, you better take that position. Most people would be like, oh, little Walmart job, my daughter making like $25, $26 an hour. My nephew started there. His first job, he's making like $15. No, wait a minute. 15, I think 18. Somewhere around there. That was, man, you know how much money I made on my first job?
$7.25.
Honey, I was in the $5.25 area.
My first job, I made $7.25, and I was like,
I was in the $5.25
But the
area.
crazy thing is, it's 2023, and some people still get $7.50 on the job. That's insane.
We be having to work like a real Hebrew.
Do my face with the dryer, please. No, I feel like in 2023 with inflation and everything, everybody should be getting livable wages. Nobody should be going on a job and making less than.
You're the way rent going in about 5 years, gonna be a whole bunch of homeless people.
That's what I'm saying. Nobody should be on no job making less than like $35, $40.
They
Something.
should keep that mess because
That's
I
crazy.
don't think it's fair. Because where I live at now, when I moved in, my rent $14.10. Now that same apartment is $15.50. I'm like, so what changed?
No, I was on this website and it was like it was telling like the average median and stuff like that and how people can live in different states. South Carolina said Charleston, South Carolina said in order for a person to live and pay their bills and buy food and live in a median range, they need to make $17.47 an hour. I said that's a goddamn lie. What? That's an $800 check. Where you about to stay at? In the projects?
Girl, they ain't factoring in how behind rent.
I say rent so damn high. A one bedroom is like $1,900, $2,000. Y'all need to quit
That's what
lying.
I'm saying. I'm paying 14, but now it's 15 something. And then some of them be like start at 15 to 18. Like the ones I'm looking at now, they like anywhere from 14.90 something to 18. And I'm like, I don't understand why it's so high. I really don't.
Because they be having all of them other corporations come in from other places and buy up all the
But like
property.
in Nexton, they building so many apartments back there. So I'm like, y'all ain't even gonna be competitive. I like them must be even super high.
Yeah, them can. And it's not even people in South Carolina that be owning this stuff and doing this. They come in from all kind of places, California.
Ours, the new people in ours are Indian, I think.
Yeah, and they come up here building all of that stuff and putting them prices up so high and everything. It's ridiculous. How
There's
can
a
you
girl in my
live?
office, she says that she like work in the department where they go over the apartment, like when it's time to rent stuff. She always tries to advocate for, you know, how hard it is for people to rent. Like y'all make all these requirements for the people to even get the apartment, and then when they get it, they can barely pay it. Like she said, I try so hard to make them see these things.
We can't get this apartment because you went to jail before. Well, so what if I beat Shanika behind 12 years ago? So what? Maybe Shanika had needed to get beat up. But I mean, y'all gonna stop me from getting an apartment because I got in a fight 10 years ago?
These people crazy.
I ain't no murderer.
I don't think them people even check me when I moved these apartments. Cause I applied online. I had seen them and stuff. I applied online and I got approved. But I also sat there in front of them apartments before I moved in. Said, okay, God, thank you for my new home.
I know some in Columbia, they don't do all of that stuff. All they do is just like, if you're approved.
I think if you catch it, like right now, if that's why another reason why I want to try to hurry up, because this is the season where people don't be renting. Because the lady tried to get me to stay where she knew I was going, and she was like, she's like, I don't know what you plan on doing with your lease, but I see you're up for, your lease is coming to an end. She was like, what if I can get them to keep you at the same rent for the next year? Would you consider staying? And I'm like, yeah, if I was staying. She let me know, like, this is the fourth quarter. So people are not trying to rent houses. So it's bad on them because they're not making their quota.
Can you wave up my sideburns? I look good with my hair mowed down. I still wear my hair like this.
Something just ain't right.
They do have moving specials like around this time though, for real.
It's like because this isn't a high time to rent, some of the people will probably push stuff through because, hey, I'm trying to get my little quota met. And
Next year I'm going to get me some investment properties.
Cardi B was talking about it on her live the other day. She was like, we got people that ain't paid rent for. Did she say 7 months or something like that? She was like, we just be sitting there like, man, we'll deal with that later. Because somebody was like, I need to get some property. I was like, they really think they know these people. She was like, let me see, because they was talking about her getting Birkin bags. She said, I'm a Birkin bag collector. I love Birkin bags. And
they ugly. I mean, they look like big suitcases.
Mm-hmm. But it's like when people.
But that's what she likes.
She likes it and she can spend it. So on the outside looking in, he always buying her Birkins. How many Birkins you need? I mean, she has a reason why she likes Birkins, so let her like.
Them be the people who can't afford it.
But then they throwing out, y'all should get some property. I was like, why do y'all think y'all know these people?
She was like,
let me tell you something.
Yeah.
She's like, my property out here in LA, this happened. It be $30,000 to fix the air. And then my property in New Jersey, it always floods. It is snakes in the backyard. They're like, oh, let's not talk about my bed and breakfast in the Dominican. I was like, these people think they know people.
Yeah, they don't.
And that was her properties. That wasn't even the rentals that they had.
I love Cardi B.
I think she's a cool girl.
I do too. She's smart too.
Mm-hmm. She's smart. People think because she talks funny, she ain't smart. That girl's smart. I listen to her.
Yeah,
That's what I say. I mean, her music alright, but I like to listen to her when she's actually talking. I knew she was smart when she was before she got famous. She did an interview and she was just the way she was talking about how the first person didn't want to bet on her, and she was saying how she got up there and did her own thing, and basically like watch what I do, and I bet that person stupid now. But it takes to believe in yourself, you know. That's the moral of the story. You believe in yourself, you be determined.
Jessel. Housewives of Atlanta. They be trying to brag. I mean New York, but I love her.
Next week it's
I ain't never even watched that show.
I love her.
I don't watch too much TV. I'm so out of loop on all the shows.
I'm going home today to watch Love is Blind. It's so unhinged this season. It's crazy. I'm not rooting for anybody on this season of Love is Blind because they're not going anywhere. They're just all.
Is it what city they in this time?
What's it? I don't even. Let me tell you something. I don't even know what city they in. It's just been so much chaos on that show. I don't even know.
Is it like things wouldn't work after so many seasons? You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like okay, when do they now become scripted? Because I think that happens after a while.
I think this season, I don't know if it's scripted or not, but I just feel like two people knew that each was going on the show and they both got on there just for their own being, just to be seen and talked about and stuff. And I don't know, the couples that I rooted for in the past are still together, so. But this season, it's nobody. It's nobody. I think this season they just wanted to give us mess and drama.
Yes,
Because that was going to sell.
that's what they like though. And bring them out.
I've been liking to see a little good stuff too, but this season is very messy.
See, you're probably fan on YouTube. The sector we at. Every day, all day. Every day, all day. Oh wow.
You had that going on last time, huh?
They might can hear it on the camera.
I don't know, they might hear that little monster in
That's my ambition trying to get out.
you.
Some goals and ambitions making noise. So let's do this, me. Let's do it big. My word being ghetto. Quiet little space. We're gonna open the door for you a blessing. Cross checking, make sure that her cut is nice and even. Even Steven. That is the purpose for going back over it after the fact. Sometimes we miss some spots. Gotta go and catch them. Dang, I need a cookie or something.
You better get one of them snacks you got out there.
Yeah, I think so. It's still there.
You right, there's one of them.
I don't know what's out there. We have one bottle of water. I guess I'm there. I already done stole the water.
Oh, he charged for the water.
I mean, I probably can have it, but I always try to pay for it. because it's an extra way to make money, you know what I mean? I ain't have $1 a day, I got 50 cents.
This the most I've ever seen him cut hair a day.
He gotta be pretty steady base. He got it, but he do appointments on it, that's why. That drives me crazy, because I'll be like, you gotta cut 2 heads in this time you sit here.
Yeah, like appointment only barbers, I don't get them.
It's cool if it's steady like that. I get them, but what I don't get is when you do appointments and then you have a space in between and you don't cut nobody. Like, I know you take a certain amount of time with your appointments, but in my mind, okay, I know that I can execute a good cut in 30 minutes, 35 minutes. So that's where I put this walk-in at. That's how my brain's set up. He'll be like, oh, I got one on the way. And it'll be like an hour and a half later. They cut their hair twice, man. Not once, but twice. 2 times. Yeah. So I can make. Heaven. I'll be stuck on that song for about an hour. I like pass the mic.
Who's pass the mic?
Is it? What is his last name? I can't even think his name. He in that scene big song Big. He like a little more like a little edgy type. Sometimes he got a little hip hop feel to him, but he also sings, regular worship too. Mike Jones. I forgot his name.
Mike Jones?
It ain't Mike Jones.
308-004.
Oh, I know why I don't know his last name. Pastor Mike Jr. Like, why is the
Jones?
J? It ain't Jones. It's his last name is something. He's actually, I like it. You probably see him on TikTok sometime.
I don't even be on TikTok.
Or any of them places. You might see him, like, you know how they have them people and they be having the little messages. You probably done seen them before.
I don't know. My algorithm on my thing says stuff. Food, like steaks and stuff on the grill, home decor, fashion, and hair and nails. That's what my algorithm should be. Every now and then I get something funny.
My algorithm all over the place. I guess it matched me.
Yeah, mine is matching me everything like beauty and fashion and food and stuff.
That's what I've been trying to do on here is tap into another algorithm. And, along with what I'm already in, I've been like playing around with some hashtags.
Yeah. And when my kids get on my stuff, it be all over the place.
Like when I see something that's trending, I'll start putting that in. Stuff like current affairs that everybody looking at. I got Krishan Jr.
I can't stand them.
Yeah, that girl's funny, but I like her. I just like her because I want to see her win. She's a kid. She's 23 years old. She don't know better. But it's not her music.
I don't know, because when I was 23, I wasn't acting like that.
You.
So it's
she got like 75 siblings.
I know.
Was not doing.
I know, but sometimes people be like, oh, they just a kid or oldest person. But I just be like thinking about how when we was kids and even other people around me, we wasn't like that crazy.
You gotta take in where they from, what life dealt them. It's all types of stuff. But she does you do give certain people a little leeway because she is, especially if you ain't been raised up, right? If you ain't had that steady, consistent foundation. What I do know about her is in all the chaos, she does have a foundation in God. I can see that. I hear it. That's why I say I root for her, because if she ever do get on top of right, she's gonna be all right. In a couple of years, she'll mature a little bit. She don't know who the heck she is right now. But I just think that her and that boy need to stay away from each other forever.
He in jail now, good.
Is he? When you over there?
Like last week.
Oh, he ain't got it.
Blueface, he got sentenced for some
No, they
shit.
didn't put him in jail. They put him on house arrest.
No, I thought he got, they said years, a few, like 2 or 3 years. You sure?
Mm-hmm.
When I was
Yeah, he
looking
was
at
on
that-
there with his other baby mother. He didn't have to go to jail. He got sentenced, but I think he gets to be on house arrest. And
No, they need to lock him up.
something. Yeah, he didn't go to.
That's not fair. I think he need to be in jail. He's sick now. Tired of seeing him.
I'm tired of seeing his mama. She the one who just go somewhere. Too old to be on here entertaining these children. Do anything for clout.
No, why I can't hear my phone ain't working? Some SOS. Trap off.
It's looking like Shanika. It all happened because Gary asked me what did I eat. Soon after. I don't know no more song. Not by heart. I thought I was gonna get a little copyright thing on the song I put on my page this morning, and I didn't. I was like surprised.
Okay.
But I played the whole song.
I do not. All right. So it's music.
Shit don't work.
It's so stupid.
I be telling people like, I know they're not working when I say that. It's generated by the computer. It picks up on it. Like some stuff is nice, like it's just a plain moment thing.
Oh man, he only got probation. You gonna violate it anyway. It's just some people just need to be gone from society for a little while.
He'll be. You got anything else besides Fatiana?
Mm-hmm.
Did he sing anything else besides Fatiana?
Mm-hmm. I don't know none of their songs. I don't even know none of them people.
I know that song, but
I've never seen them on the show. I've never seen her on her show.
I don't watch that show either. I just honestly, I just see her on.
Like I've never watched it. It's just I just see them everywhere on the internet. And it's all violence.
been here so long, I forgot to plug these things up before I left.
Well,
My clippers, they corded. Like, duh, if you ain't gonna be here, at least plug them up so when you need them, they're covered.
Hey girl, hey. How do you do?
Good, how are you?
she got a big old snack bag in here.
Huh?
She got a bunch of snacks. She must be hungry too.
Yeah, like that song.
What song?
That song over there.
I don't even hear it.
Jason Nelson.
Forever is a long time. Y'all don't play nothing but elevator music in here anyway. You about to have me go to sleep.
I don't like that because it make me, it's a gospel song, but it make me want to do a roll. A body roll. Sounds sweet. Sexy.
Damn, this is the last one I'm gonna get before you go in.
Yes, sir. I leave in the 20, I think I'm leaving like the 27th.
No, I have another week or two.
Yeah, I'm up to the 25th because I have a lady that's scheduled for the 25th already. So
Okay.
I'll just make that day.
My head don't never look like this when I do this at my house by myself.
Let it dry away. That's just the bottom line. Yeah, let it dry away. this. I was worried about this move, this phone rack. Cause then it had what I would get as a replacement. I kinda like this thing.
What is it?
This, edge booster. I ain't even gonna try to order that from the guy, cause I'm like, I ain't got that much longer here. Order when I get there. Get the license quick.
I feel it. No, I can always feel when my hair like just look exactly how I'm thinking it's gonna look on my hair. The scalp, you know.
Yeah, it's like I always be knowing, like, man, she gonna be saying something.
Remember last week you used the week before you used on my hair, and I was like, Meek, I feel like I look like Curly Sue. She was like, I just said this. Let me fix these curls, Stacey.
I already knew. It wasn't that it wasn't cute. It was just, I know you.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most important thing, is to know your clients.
Mm-hmm.
Not, beyond what you do for a living.
Yeah.
Like, just pay attention.
Meek knows me.
Pay attention to what they like. I didn't know when somebody's mood is off whenever my client,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's part of my
Hairstylist, a therapist, and everything else too.
except for someone knows how to be there.
Someone missing out.
I think that they could serve a role in that area, but unfortunately, we do have to that therapist in the sense of, the client may pour out on them.
I seen somewhere, I promise you this had to be like a year ago or so, and I seen this one lady, she does hair. If you talk to her while you're doing hair and y'all be talking about y'all problems and all kind of stuff, she charge you an extra $100. Cause she says like she becomes a therapist, and if you don't want to pay for that, you don't talk during your appointment. I said, this lady is nuts.
I mean, it's a better way to do things. Then if you don't have the capacity to serve in that thing, like, you can't understand, but you're not a therapist. What are you charging me $100 for just to talk?
Right.
And all you have to do is just listen. You don't have to give me no medication.
I was like, she's like, because they come in there with all of these problems and then they dump it on me, and they be
It's
talking
like
about me and be wanting advice and stuff, and I be
I
giving
kind of
advice.
get it, but
I'm like,
is your advice good advice? Why are you
right, what if you give them terrible advice? And then they listen to your advice.
Sometimes people don't want advice. They just want somebody to listen to them.
Sometimes, yeah, and I feel like.
And sometimes giving advice don't require you to give them any kind of instruction. It requires you to say, your advice may be just something encouraging.
Listen,
I can't tell you how to live your life.
When I go to therapy, right, I get an hour and 15-minute session. My therapist started talking for 15 minutes because the whole hour I talk.
And that's a good therapist. And that's a good therapist, because therapy is designed to help you work through your own stuff.
Yes.
That therapist don't know what you're dealing with.
And then I be talking, then I come to a conclusion, and
Yeah,
she might be
come up
like,
with your own solution.
she's
That's a
like,
good
you see,
therapist.
and then she, like.
It's just to help you clear your mind so you can navigate through whatever you're dealing with. It be in there. They just pull it out. They ask the proper question, then you go.
The only reason why people so messed up in this world right now today, because people lie to themselves all the time. People are not honest with themselves. They lie to themselves. Just like that's just something as simple as saying if they smoke, oh, I'm gonna stop smoking so I can get healthy and stuff like that. Lying, because you know you're not gonna stop. Just be lying. People lie to themselves all the time, and that's why I say, like my therapist told me, she said, Stacey, she told me I'm one of her clients that's very self-aware myself. She was like, you're very self-aware. She was like, why are you in therapy? Why did you come in therapy? I was like, cause so you can talk it out. I said, because I need to talk things out sometimes, and I get overstimulated, and I get overwhelmed a lot, and I just.
Exact reason why I'm going to one when I get there, because even if it's just twice a month or once a month, I don't care.
I go twice a month.
Once or twice, whatever it may be, I'm going to do it because my mind is complex. And I know it, you know what I mean?
Mine is too. My mind be, it's like I can't even sleep. It's just like my mind just be going all night long sometimes. And I be like, shut down.
Whatever is in there, you have to come out. That's what therapy is. You're self-aware, but sometimes you need to just hear yourself say it. And I think that's what going live has started doing for me. Like, come on in. I'm like, I'm talking about myself, you know, but if it helps somebody else, cool. Like almost like I'm working it out.
And if any of y'all on Meet Live judge me, don't judge me. No, I'm playing.
I got a judge free zone. If somebody judge you, they ain't in this chat.
But I think a lot of people lie about therapy. They be like, oh, I go to therapy because therapy now is a buzzword.
Mm-hmm.
First
it's taboo. Now
it's taboo.
My therapist.
Now it's my therapist.
And then there goes the therapist and lie.
Lie. I had a homegirl and be like, oh, I go to therapy and my therapist told me I'm not the problem. Girl, you lying. You are not going to therapy because I can tell by the same, you keep doing the same mistakes over and over and over and over.
Your therapist ain't gonna never tell you not the problem because it's for you and not for you to figure out what's wrong with everybody else.
Because you was the problem lying. I'd be like, y'all need to quit lying.
But the fact that you went to therapy, it means it's something with you regardless if it's major, big, small or not.
I know I got problems. And I know I be going through stuff. And sometimes I don't have nobody to share with, and I don't like to share stuff with people like that. So I just either I deal with it.
People that understand or that can be of some kind of help. Like that lady with the $100 in the chair. I could never be that person. Like I could never. Here, that's like right now the conversation we're having. I'll be like, you know, you gotta pay that extra $100 today.
Yeah, I could never do that to somebody.
Like what the hell? I'm not a therapist.
So I'm like, I wondered when she said that.
It makes me feel like you don't do what you do with love. Like,
but when she said that too, I was wondering. I say, so when her friends have problems, do she charge her closest friends to talk to her?
Who do you think you are?
Like,
I see now. I can also see if she did have some kind of, license, and that
she
was
licensed to do hair. That's it.
If you had some kind of license and maybe you had a practice and you intertwined it with your hair business, that's one thing. But to tell people, basically, shut up or pay me $100.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't want you to do my hair.
I wouldn't let her do my hair.
Because then I'm gonna be wondering, like, what can I talk about?
Because what can I say to you?
And then it's like, okay, you say because we come in here and dump out on you, we want advice. So what happens when it gets dumped on you? What do you do with the $100? Get it off?
Yeah.
That's stupid. Like I said, I kind of understand where she's coming from, but it's just that you signed up for this man with that license. It's a given. People are going to sit in the chair and they're going to talk. Everybody don't sit and tell all their business.
And it's not even about you telling your business either. Like, it's just like you're just having conversation.
To me, that's a person feels comfortable enough to even share that with you.
I think to be a hairstylist, you have to be a very personable person.
That's what I'm saying. That's not to be a very personable character trait.
But some of these hair salons and they booking sites, they get raw. I'll be like, ooh, I'm not gonna book with her. She seemed kind of scary.
What did you hear? Really scary?
Bring the kitchen sink, bring the shampoo and the conditioner. You better not be late, because if you are late, you will pay a $60 fee and you will be removed from my booking site to book for any time in the future. And I don't care if you have life issues that come up, girl. I don't care if your tire get flat on the way here. If you late, I'm charging you, so you can't even come.
Oh God.
But then they can tell you at the last minute, yeah, I had something come up. I can't do your hair today. Oh, girl, what? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and make sure your hair is washed and clean, no dandruff. And you need to blow dry it. And if you're getting the braid down, you're in the song, you need to make sure your hair braided too.
Yeah, you better make sure you stay bored and book that appointment while you ain't shampooing these people's hair. That's
You're
the
right.
sanitation rule.
That's the sanitation rule. I said, somebody can call on y'all. Then what you gonna do when they call
That's
people?
what's gonna happen. They gonna have to stay bored, gonna start having people booking, and I think they already do it. Have people book appointments.
Mm-hmm.
They come there and session.
I got to wash my own hair. I got to braid my hair. I got to drive to your salon.
Then how much they
Pay my
charge?
deposit, but then I got to pay you $500 to do a sew-in my hair. Oh, and then don't let me want the sew-in trimmed or curled. That's another extra $150. Say what now?
Business.
That's what I said.
I don't operate like that.
I said
I think everything costs, but I feel like the service, if you're doing a $500 sew-in, there's no way in the world somebody should come with their hair already anything.
Oh,
You don't value what you do, and you're probably not that good.
right. Oh, and make sure you come with makeup on because pictures will be taken. Whoa.
Dang, that be on the booking sites?
Yeah,
Oh
make
my
sure
God.
your face is made up because pictures will be taken. But first of all, I
What
didn't
if
give
you don't
you.
wear makeup?
What if I don't wear makeup? First of all,
You
I
have
didn't
to
give you
ask permission.
permission to post me on your site.
So in other words, if I don't want to take a picture, then you don't want.
Then you don't want to do my hair.
Crazy.
They were very crazy. I'm just like, okay, I'm scared of you. I don't want to get my hair done again.
Man, that's a part. I didn't know they was doing it out here like that.
Oh gosh, Meek, you got to just like randomly if you be.
I'll be looking all the time, but I ain't ran into nothing like that. Maybe I ain't looked that deep.
Just go on these sites sometimes and look at it. It's very deep.
Because I always do that because I'll be looking at the going rates and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when I get ready to change my prices. Because
Yeah.
since I've been here, I've been in the middle of the high and low.
Mm-hmm.
And I stay there.
Yeah, but it's very deep. I just be like, whoa. And then some of them be doing hair at their houses with all these demands. Girl, what?
Mm-hmm.
Go at your
For the
house.
booking site, yeah.
Yeah.
Stay work and come.
You needed a $100 deposit for your house.
I don't know. I'll be on spirits coming in your house.
I think the only person who's not supposed to charge for, doesn't have to wash your hair is the person that braids your hair, right?
Mm-hmm. Braider.
A braider. Anybody else supposed to wash your hair when you come into a
The
salon.
braiders are under license.
Right. So they don't have to wash your hair. That was my knowledge of it.
That's why. Only because they're under the barber license. They was under cosmetology, they have to shampoo their hair.
You remember that show Tabitha Salon Takeover?
Mm-hmm.
I be wanting to call Tabitha on some of them people. I had love her. What are you doing? You're not washing hair? Mm-hmm.
She won that contest for Lean's. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
She always had that bad haircut.
Yep, the white, all that white blonde and shit in here. I see the transformation is coming into form. Meek is very bad with the shears in her hands. I found her, how many years ago, Meek? 2010? 2000?
No, 2000 and... I came here in 08, so you somewhere between 08 and 09.
Yeah, okay, so
Because
2000.
you came on River, right?
Yep,
08.
okay. 2008, 9,
Long time I've been
10,
here.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 years she been doing my hair, y'all. A few times she got on my nerve, and I would stop coming for a little while, but then I'd be right back. Because can't nobody cut my hair like her. And then when I'm not wearing the haircut, I be getting braids and stuff in my hair, and I let one person cut my hair, and it was a bad experience. But Meek has been doing my hair for...
It was her.
It was me. I was the problem.
She just got mad.
Yeah, I just got mad. I like to have my way.
Every now and then I have human situations going
Yeah, she had lifing, and I would get mad, but you know,
Stacey
I
be
love
like,
her.
Stacey be like, well, I'm around the corner and your book said you available. I'm like,
Yeah, I go right there. I'm like, ooh, I'm in Charleston. I'm gonna go get my hair done. I'm gonna go on the site and book it. Stacey, I'm not in the salon today. I got stuff going on. I said, well, why you got it open on your thing? Well, it need to be closed on your booking site, cause I'm right here.
You know what I'll be like? I'll be like the average person books in advance. not 30 minutes before and expect you to be there. Like if I ain't, like put it this way, like say for instance, okay, that night I went to bed, there was no appointment. Nothing in me says go in here and cancel out your day, because I don't know what's gonna happen in the day. But I don't expect to have somebody call me and be like, I'm around the corner, can't, do my hair, and I know I ain't gonna get there for an hour.
Just me. It was me who did that. It was me.
Like I said, if I go to bed and I ain't got no appointments, then I automatically assume I ain't got no appointments in the morning. I don't go to work when I don't have no appointments. There's the breakdown.
But see, y'all, I had to learn and grow up, and so that's what I did. And I apologize. And she showed me so much grace because she loves me and I love her too. Me and Meek used to go out. We used to have a good time together. We would go eat together, have few little drinks, laugh. We had a lot of drinks together and stuff. But
we look cross
side and stuff like that. I found Meek on MySpace, y'all. That's how long ago that was.
That's how I moved here. MySpace.
Yeah.
Social media is a good thing. That's what I tell people all the time. It's not Facebook. It's not YouTube. It's the people that don't act right. These engines are sitting here at our hands for great use.
Money and networking.
Yeah, money and networking. If you choose to use it
in a good little laugh
as a weapon or whatever you're using it for, then it's gonna give you back exactly what you put out. But it's not that. It's what we choose to do with it. I met a whole bunch of good people on social media. Very good connections.
And then y'all, my sister used to come here too, and I still meet a few people, but they wasn't always consistent.
But I still have people come here from Westboro. Every now and then. She still come when she going through her moments, but in and out of wig. I want to get my head together going wig.
Everybody used to be like, "Oh, cut your hair, cut your hair." Like me. What she had? No, Charles. Okay, I'll give you your information. Go ahead. Some people don't like to share where they get their hair and stuff done at. I never mind because I know your hair not gonna look like mine, and I want my person to be successful to get on the business if possible.
These people be surprised how many times, like, I literally had a friend that she referred somebody to me, and her and the girl fell out before she came to me, and she actually said, I don't want you to do her hair. It's so crazy.
You crazy? That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Or I always would hear that. Oh, her hair look like mine. Her hair ain't gonna look like hers next week, so you safe. I mean, you may be similar, but you'll never be the same. You're gonna be laughing. People like, I want you like you did the last time. I'm like, how was that? I can't do that. Duplicate. No. My own styles.
You can't. I'm not gonna remember how you did it last time. I just know I'm gonna do it good.
But it's authentic bone comb.
What is that called?
Authentic. It's a bone comb, but it's authentic, and I say just feel it. It's not plastic. It's wood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like we be thinking we having bone comb with little plastic ones. This sucker right here. And plastic ones don't do that.
Just some athlete got it.
Detail.
I'm supposed to put some paints and cleaners today, and I forgot.
Now.
Yep.
You know you live in Timbuktu.
Child. All the way in the woods.
Jason Voorhees.
Yeah, I can't even work properly living all the way in the woods because it's like it's not really childcare and stuff there. So it's like, and then when I be trying to get a work from home job, they be like 299. Man, we don't reach all the way out there. I'm like, damn. Why the hell y'all moving in the bushes? Because that's what Ben bought the house at. He did all of this process without me, and that's what I told him. I said, you don't never do that without me.
He don't have it in the States, but he ain't consider you.
But that's where he from, yeah. But you ain't consider me, I'm a city girl.
Yeah, from Miami, right?
Yeah. But you know, even then, after I finished school, like high school, so I went to Charleston. I can't take that country like that.
Well, you know I ain't no damn country.
No.
I'll be up there like, oh my God, frog, help!
Girl, I broke the glass sliding door in the house today because a bunch of frogs came in the house and it was all over the sliding door. And I took that broom, I was like, wow. I didn't know shit was so great. But it did. And then he had left the sliding thing open. And I didn't know. And all the frogs was in there. I was having a heart attack.
I can only imagine. I can imagine, but I can't. I remember a frog came up through my toilet when I lived off the Ashley sausage.
Oh my God, I would have died.
I was looking like, what is that little thing? Girl, I was about to have a heart attack. I was outside looking for somebody. I found this little boy out there. Like, are you scared of frogs? I paid him $10 to come in and get the frog. And he was scared of the frog though.
But he got it.
But yeah. He was like, I don't see it. I'm like, it's in there. You gotta look. Yeah.
Me and my little son Sharif, we don't play that. We gotta try to get it. Lizards. Oh, I hate them too. It's some big, slimy blue and black looking ones too that be looking like a salamander or something. Oh, I hate them. We have armadillos in our yard. They dig up holes all in the yard. Possums, buzzards, owls. What other kind of bird it is? A chicken hawk. It's just be all kind of stuff. Like they got wild hogs around there. You got to be careful with them because they're a total lost your car. And them deers. It's just like, this is not the life for me.
That's what I'll be doing next. And they'll be like, be careful of the deer. Don't say nothing. I already know.
This is what Ben told me. He's like, if an owl be outside, sitting outside in your yard or in the tree for a few days, they waiting on somebody to die, right? I was like, what? He's like, yeah, and if you see the owl out there, you got to get a pair of jeans, or if you have on jeans, you got to take your jean pocket and squeeze it to break the owl neck. I say, y'all are insane. I've never heard of that in my life.
So when you break the neck, it breaks the whatever's gonna happen to the prick.
I guess, girl.
And that's how they live their life.
Mm-hmm. South Carolina is the most superstitious state I've ever. Don't they look good? Y'all look at that. What? My girl don't play. VA, y'all better look out. Mm-hmm. You see that?
Better know.
Mm. Yeah, that do look good on me.
Pretty hair.
Thank you. If you don't want to take some pictures, look at that. Yes. Laid.
Funny. Hilarious.
You got my card on file still?
Yeah, I got it. What's on there? Is it?
It ends in 154.
All right, y'all. I'll be back. It's a little 2 hour 27. I'll be back in a little while for the next guest.